Imagine this. What if today was your last day on Earth and tomorrow you wouldn't wake up? What would you do today? Would you get all the pleasures in the world? Would you finish business undone? I think most of us would do things that we find important and meaningful, like being with family and friends instead of wasting time on activities that don't even give us that much fulfillment, like scrolling shorts. We would finish business that we haven't done and we wouldn't procrastinate, because procrastination comes when you believe that you have a lot of time on your hand, which we don't. This is what Memento Mori tries to teach us. Perfection of character is this: to live each day as if it were your last, without frenzy, without apathy, without pretense. Marcus Aurelius. Memento Mori, a Latin phrase that you may or may not have heard. It means, remember you must die. The Stoics used to remind themselves of the phrase to create meaning in their life. They remind themselves that nothing is permanent and you may not live to see another day. Memento Mori symbolizes the finite time everyone has. It symbolizes to live your life to the fullest and postpone nothing. Remember that you are mortal and nothing lasts forever. In Memento Mori paintings, there will be a portrait of a skull, but there are also many other common symbols to be found, and they are hourglasses or clocks, extinguished or golden candles, fruit, soap bubbles, and flowers. The skull represents the inevitable death that we all will face. The hourglass reminds us that our time is ticking. Don't waste it doing meaningless things. The flowers will wilt, the fruits will rot, and the candles will burn out. And all that remind us that time is passing and that life will eventually end. I think that the flowers hold another meaning in them. The meaning that looks will fade away with time, but personality will always stay. Without death, there cannot be life. Without life, there cannot be death. So remember to also live. Death is something we all will experience. But as Epicurus wrote, death is nothing to us. When we are, death is not come. And when death is come, we are not. I believe that Epicurus is trying to tell us that when we die, we won't exist. So why be scared of death? You may say that you are scared of dying because you still haven't experienced everything you want to experience. You haven't lived a life worth living and you still want to do stuff in life. Those are all valid points. So why delay then? Why haven't you yet started? As Memento Mori states, you could die any day, and that is very true. So with that in mind, start now. Don't delay anything. Don't procrastinate on your dreams and doing what you need to do to get to where you want to be. The meaning of life is different for everybody. For some, it is to be nice, caring, not bumping into the walls too much, not breaking the rules, going through school, then university, getting a job, starting a family, living an average life, and then in the end die. I think that is a boring and bland way to live. I think that you should follow your aspirations and desires in life. I think that you should dream high and not let anything stop you from achieving it. It is a shame for a man to grow old without seeing the beauty and strength of which his body is capable. Socrates. I think that you should never stop learning, never stop adapting, never stop believing in yourself, and never stop chasing your goals. But then many people think, is there even a point to living? If I were to die tomorrow, why even live? Everything will die in the end, so what is the point? To that, I have to say that nothing matters in the big picture. We should strive to make the world better for the people around you, but it ultimately comes down to what you believe is important. Life is meaningless, but if you give importance to something, that becomes important to you. Remember that you could live life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Marcus Aurelius. Death is imminent. You do what you believe is important and meaningful. Don't waste time. Your time is ticking. This video is not meant to give you an existential crisis. I made this video to remind myself I have finite time on this earth and to try to remind everybody else. Hopefully you still have many years to come, but we can't know for certain. Nothing lasts forever. Everything will end in the end. And that is also what this video is going to do.